Welcome on in, Miami Dolphin fans. Another edition of Fins Up, and this was your week 9. I made a video a couple of days ago saying how our Miami Dolphins could still make the playoffs. Boy, was I silly. I'm really at a loss of words. Just to give you an idea, none of my teams, my Rangers can't win the cup, can't see a championship. My Nets never seen a championship in my lifetime. My Dolphins never seen a championship in my lifetime. I am cursed as far as rooting for these perpetual loser teams. And this week it was 33-17 as we lose to the Buffalo Bills. Our second straight loss. Two losses in a row after we won 2 in a row, and everyone was already ready to jump on the Dave Campbell bandwagon. He's the answer. He's the guy. Joe Philbin is bad. Meanwhile, we beat 2 scrub teams. Now we lose to 2 quality teams after we get thrashed by the Patriots just last week. Let me ask you, is that new car smell? You ever know that new car smell when you get in a car? Brand new, you smell it. It smells so nice. You're so excited. And after a couple of weeks, it starts to wear away. You're like, meh. Still, you're happy, but that car doesn't have that scent no more. Dan Campbell, that love affair that some of you guys have, I think is starting to wear away. It's, what can you say? Just want to give you some of my thoughts here on this game. Miami's first killer penalty helped give Buffalo the first points of the game. After the Dolphins forced a 4th and 6, Jarvis Landry returned a punt of 10 yards to the Miami 21-yard line. However, a holding penalty pushed back the ball to the 11. And quarterback, great Ryan Tannehill, fumbled a snap out of the end zone on the very next play, giving Buffalo an early safety. Buffalo added to the lead on the ensuing drive. LaShawn McCoy broke into the open field for a 48-yard run to make it 9-0 right off the bat, already in the first quarter. We finally found the end zone early in the second quarter. 1-yard run from Lamar Miller. But the Miami D, this great D of Sue and everyone else, allowed scores on the next 2 drives. First, 43-yard field goal, Dan Carpenter. Then it was an 11-yard run from Carlos Williams that was set up by a 63-yard completion by Tyrod Taylor to Sammy Watkins. Could our quarterback, Tannehill, throw deep that far? We're trailing 19-7 at the half after failing to score on a 4th and goal from the 1-yard line at the end of the second quarter. Can you believe that? First drive of the third quarter, we did exactly what we needed to do. Marched 80 yards on 9 plays. Finished off with another 1-yard TD run from Miller. The score, which was set up by a throwback pass from Jarvis Landry to Tannehill, made it a 1-possession game, and it seemingly the Dolphins had things in good shape. However, the Bills outscored Miami 14-3 the rest of the game to close out another dominant win against Miami. So now, 3-5. We're going to make the playoffs. Seems like it's just a pipe dream right now. Listen, Tannehill is not the franchise quarterback. He's not. No matter how much we keep wishing that he could someday become the next big thing, it's not going to happen. We as Miami Dolphin fans need a reality check. Clock management was a huge problem. GM has done a mediocre job. Player debt seems like it was so big. To me, it's very concerning right now. We need a new regime, new players. Starts with Tannenbaum, GM, coaching staff, everything. Everything. Do you know why the Dolphins have been a horrible franchise every single year? Draft picks. Draft picks. Just being honest with you, as much of a Dolphin fan as I am, just look at the first and the second round draft picks the last few years. Jared Odrick, Daniel Thomas, Deion Jordan, Jonathan Martin, Devontae Parker, where is he? And yes, Ryan Tannehill. The franchise, I think, is doomed and won't make the playoffs for a very long time unless they get an experienced GM and a head coach that has won Super Bowls. That simple. Some of you Miami Dolphin fans are quick to rush and defend Tannehill. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. He's 4 years in and the man still can't read a blitz. Listen, I know the offensive line as well. It all starts in the trenches. We have a crappy offensive line to begin with that can't block for Tannehill. And our defense really needs to do much better at pressuring the quarterback. No doubt about it. Tannehill this game was 27 of 36 for 309 yards. No touchdowns, no interceptions. Is that good? You need to be able to pass for touchdowns as well as run. We as a franchise have a lot of work to do. And just because you guys, the Dolphins, have won 2 games after, that you've won 2 games since Campbell has taken over against crappy teams does not mean that he's the answer. Let's not make no mistake about it though. The coach could only do so much. Now when we find a regular coach, because Campbell to me is not the answer, that new car smell is starting to wear away. Even after that, it's still going to take a few years before we'll see a real turnaround and games being won. What can I say? What can I say? Maybe I'll leave off the video to quote Hootie and the Blowfish. Sometimes you're crazy and you wonder why. I'm such a baby. 'Cause the Dolphins make me cry. Disgusting.